So if 1Password or Bitwarden got hacked, what would that mean? Let's
So
talk about that.
these companies are security companies, and
Yeah.
unlike not unlike banks that have military grade encryption, right?
Mhm.
Bank level military grade encryption. So do the password manager companies.
Right.
It is to their benefit, of course, that our data on their servers is properly protected. And
Right.
so they have some of the best security on the planet, because they need to, because they're handling a lot of sensitive information, and there's a tremendous amount of liability there. Okay.
Right.
Have there been hacks at banks? Yeah. Have there been hacks in password manager companies? Yeah. There've been hacks. Look at we're companies are being targeted all day, every day.
Hmm.
And it's just a matter of time until the bad guys get through. But that doesn't mean that they
Hmm.
get through to all of the money or the sensitive
Right.
data, because there's all
Yeah.
kinds of encryption.
And
They
and that's a good point because I think one thing people have to know, if 1Password got hacked, it's not like you're getting into a vault full of Excel files that have Robert's bank and his login name, his username, and his password. It's so encrypted that even once you got in, think of it like the nuclear submarine codes. You have to have three keys to open. You can't activate it without it. That's the level of security. And people who don't work in security don't realize those complexities that are in there. But even if the only time there was a hack that was detrimental was they hacked. If LastPass has been known, and they've had to do mea culpas for passing. So that's why a lot of us don't recommend LastPass. But even then, most of the hacks are about the credit cards that you're using to pay for it with, and that was the one and only time that happened. So
Yeah, and really, like at this point, like LastPass is unlikely to let that thing happen again, you
right,
know?
yeah, they've learned their lesson, and so.
Sure. And
But
it's
the others
important.
are not designed the way they are. So you and I both recommend that everybody get a password manager.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, I've had a mobile phone for 30 years. And
Hmm.
this used to be in a bag, bag phone.
Hmm.
And honestly, like don't know my mother's phone number. I don't know my father's phone number.
Right.
Like my mobile has all my phone numbers in it that I don't need to remember, similar to how my password manager remembers all my passwords. I know
Mhm.
maybe three or four passwords for Google,
Right.
Apple, and for my device and for my phone, and maybe one or
Mhm.
two others, and that's about it. Like I don't need to remember that stuff. The
Right.
password manager does the same job as the contact manager does in your phone.
Right. And also the other thing too is that until you're what 90 to 95% of all cybersecurity professionals use a password manager.